All right, so this is a guitar clinic, so I'm going to talk a little bit about some guitar ideas in between. The first thing I want to talk to you about, I've been enamored lately with the idea of rhythm. When guitar players think about rhythm, they usually think that they've got to play the low strings, and they've got to go chug, 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 and that's rhythm on guitar. But there's rhythm everywhere. You can play rhythm inside your solo. Your solo can have rhythmic content. And this was an amazing idea for me. And one of the, I'm just going to give you a couple ideas of how you can think about rhythm. One of the best things that you can do is to look at your favorite music and analyze what kind of rhythms are going on. So for example, here's a really easy one, is Smoke on the Water. Everybody knows that one. And it's probably everyone's favorite. So what I do is I get my left foot going, because that's my tempo. And then I either have an imaginary snare drum or I use my leg, and I'll tap out the rhythm without the notes. So I'll go like, and that's really simple. So what I want to do is I want to discard the notes, and I want to add my own as an experiment. So I'm going to try to make it sound different than Smoke on the Water. So I'm going to take some of the characteristics of Smoke on the Water. For example, the notes go up in Smoke on the Water, like da, 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 sort of above the starting note. So I'm going to make mine go down instead. And Smoke on the Water is in a minor key. So I'm going to make mine in a major key. And Smoke on the Water is in G, so I'm going to put mine in E. So here's an example of something I might do that would be the same rhythm, but my own notes and different directions. So I could do like, so, if I didn't tell you that was, if I didn't show you the Smoke on the Water rhythm beforehand, you might not know, but of course now you all do because I told you. And you can do that to anything, that's a guitar riff that I did. I've even heard I've heard famous guitar riffs that have exactly the same rhythm. Purple Haze is a very famous guitar riff. So if you tap that out on your leg, you got. And there's a song by Free, and actually Gary Moore did a copy of it called Wishing Well. Exactly the same rhythm, but different notes. It goes. So they probably didn't do that intentionally. It's just that's a good rhythm, so why not use it? You can do that with anything. Again, I had an idea to take all the John Bonham Led Zeppelin drum fills and add notes to them. If you have like Stairway to Heaven, like the classic. And then John Bonham goes, and I thought if I take, that and so I could do the same thing. And suddenly I've got a cool phrase. So you can do that to anything, that's a drum lick. You could take a vocal line, like, Craig, what's your favorite 70s rock band? Free. Wow. So I only know 2 Free songs no. So let's see. Well, All Right Now is the other one I know. So let's see. Actually, the first thing I'm going to take is the bass line. So that's an awesome rhythm. It'd be da 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 da. So really cool rhythm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start simple. I'm going to take like A minor pentatonic. And I'm just going to sort of jam out using that rhythm, and see if I can come up with some phrases. So let's see. So it's a great way to just get started thinking about rhythm. Even vocal lines, you could take, what's the, in the street, let's see, that's pretty simple. Dun, 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 dun. And let's just take that much. You go like, and you've already got a cool phrase. So, just whatever your favorite music is. You don't have to take. I love '70s bands, so that's why I asked Craig for one to do. But no matter what music you like, analyze what, some cool drum fills, analyze the guitar parts, the vocal parts, the bass parts, and see what they're doing rhythmically. And then, it'll give you a really cool way to make your own songs and your own phrases. Another good way to learn rhythms is to go to the master of all rhythms, which is, of course, drummers. Yes. Yeah. So one way it's kind of cool to jam, you can learn new phrases this way. Let's just get a foot hi-hat going, and I'll give you some of my phrases. We'll go we'll do 2 bars and trade off, and so I'll just go like. And we'll turn it around. We'll have Jeff play some fills, and I'll see if I can come up with notes for him. One more time. 2, 3, 4. There we go. So one of the best things that happens when you do that is if you screw up, that means it's a chance to learn a new phrase. There was one part where I had to stop and go like, oh, what are the notes there? And I swear, if you ever get into a rut, you're playing the same old licks over and over again, this is the way out of the rut. Just learn some new rhythms, whether it's from a drummer or from the things from records, and you'll have a universe of music open up to you through rhythm.